Jimmy Butler has produced the great results for the Golden State Warriors. Set aside a couple of the poorly sent results against the Hawks and the Heat, Golden State Warriors has been flying since Jimmy Butler era. Stephen Curry has looked refreshed since Butler arrival, and Draymond Green immediately locked in, promising another championship victory for the team. The Warriors have risen up the standings, the sixth in the Western Conference, and could yet overtaken the Memphis Grizzlies into fifth. But amid the improvement, one player has seen his minutes rapidly decline to the point where he is an afterthought. One of the regular starter in the team lineup during the first half of the season was Tracy Jackson-Davis. During December, he averaged 21.8 minutes per game and 21.2 minutes per game in January. Since then, it has been a different story. Jackson-Davis averaged only 3.3 minutes per game in February and 4.3 per game in March. He has played in 12 games during this span, but always a single-digit number in terms of the minutes, the most being the 9 he got in the blowout win over San Antonio Spurs when the Warriors scored 148 points. Quinton Post-Elias has hurt Trace Jackson-Davis. The principal reasons for the Trace Jackson-Davis removal from the lineup is not strictly because of Jimmy Butler. Although the superstar arrival has prompted a shake-up and new way of the playing that Steve Kerr has admitted Jonathan Kuminga does not quite fit what he is trying to do. One player who does to the determinant of the TGD is rising talent Quinton Post. Quinton Post's ascent to key role with the Warriors has coincided with Jackson-Davis' disappearance. Post averaged 19.6 minutes in the March compared to December when he played only 2 games, averaging 2.5 minutes. The Dutch center is highly related by Joe Jacob and Draymond Green, and this has left 2023 draft picks TGD on the outside looking in. Still only 23, there is still time for the TGD to recover from his current situation. He must bide his time and hope a playoff opportunity comes his way and grab it. Brandon Podoziomiski's huge game versus Spurs shows how Golden State Warriors face tough choice title or bust. As Golden State Warriors prepare for the Bees off-season, they are expected to make some key roster choices. On March 30, Golden State Warriors easily dispatched the San Antonio Spurs. The Warriors won 148 points and never tried and were led by Brandon Podoziomiski with 27 points. He shot 7 of the 9 from the 3-point range in the win, and Warriors as well shot 47.7 from deep, making it possible for the Spurs to stay in the game. Podoziomiski has spent recent months overcoming a slow start to the season, and he's back in his old Rockies from the last year. During his Rockies campaign, he looked like the type of the player the Warriors could breed around. In the tail end Stephen Curry career, although after the Warriors went all in on Jimmy Butler in February, developing young talent in the last things in their mind. Our fans, this story should sound familiar. The Warriors won the title in 2022 in large part thanks to youngster Jordan Poole stepping up in a big way, but he was quickly run out of the town by Draymond Green and the team desperation to stay offload. Unfortunately, a similar story could happen with Brandon Podozomsk. Golden State Warriors loves Brandon Podozomski. The Warriors have been made it clear since last season that they see Podozomski as the long-term fixtures of the rotation, but he started this season cold and it took him a while to get his hot hand back. Before All-Star break, he was averaging just 9.7 points, 4.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.1 steals per game, while shooting just 32% from the 3-point range. He has since improved and has benefited greatly from the arrival of Batra. Steve Kerr seems to think Podozomski can fit in with current rotation, saying the connection that he got with Draymond and Jimmy just making these leads it's fun to watch. Heading into next season, Warriors will have very really title aspirations. They will still have Draymond Green and Stephen Curry under contract and have extended Batra for the next 2 seasons. With title or bust mentality, expect Golden State Warriors to make movies with short-term success on their mind. Podozomski's recent stretch mind have stamped his spot in the rotation for the future. Warriors will have a busy off-season. Heading into the summer, Jonathan Kuminga, Gray Payton, and Kavin Looney will all be free agents. Moses Moody and Buddy Hield have been as the subject of the season trade speculation, and Podozomski was made untouchable last season. In talks for Lauri Markkanen and Paul George, but that likely won't be the case this summer. After trading Paul to the Washington Wizards in 2023, Warriors missed the playoffs the following year. This lesson was clearly learned. Some degrees of the continuity is a good thing, and keeping good vibes intact is worth more than adding random talent. This summer, whichever youngster fits in the best with the All-Star trio will likely stay in the Golden State. Kuminga and Batra haven't really shared the floor, and his recent injury will continue to prevent that. Mood trade value will likely to be at all-time high, and Podozomski has averaged 17 points into ridiculous efficiency over the last 5 games, providing that he can share the court while the established stars. Moving forward, Podozomski